Okay, welcome to a new episode of Nate's MMA Corner. I'm Nate, and if you watch my show, you're in my corner. Today's episode is a post-fight episode for Kattar, Calvin Kattar versus Zabit, but also some big MMA news as well. So it's a kind of a double-header episode. So I'll just do a quick post-fight rundown on the main card. So let's get going. So, in the featherweight division, in the main event, we had Zabit Magomed-Shapirov versus Calvin Kattar, and this fight was basically what I said it would be on the pre-fight, that Zabit would win by unanimous decision. You know, outstrike him and just mix things up. Exactly what happened, and I don't know how this fight got fight of the night. I totally disagree with that. But oh well, what can you do? Maybe they saw something I didn't. But this was it is what it is. I mean, I get it, Zabit being in the main event, being Russian and all. Then in the heavyweight division, we have Alexander Volkov versus Greg Hardy. This, I was not expecting it to go to a decision, but I got this one right as well. Alexander Volkov just basically used reach and height advantage over Greg Hardy and won by unanimous decision. And yeah, it was a good fun fight. It exposed Greg Hardy in his fight game, and you know, I think the fact that he hung in there with a top ranked heavyweight, though, you got to give him props. I mean, lasting 3 5-minute rounds with a top 10 heavyweight is, in my opinion, a big feat. So you got to give Greg Hardy credit in this fight, and I think Alexander Volkov is basically either right there in the title picture for the UFC heavyweight title, or one fight away from a heavyweight title shot at this point. I mean, given the rankings and how impressive he's looked, and what he did to Fabrizio Verdum, and now Greg Hardy, you know, it's hard to deny the guy. Then in the welterweight division, we had Danny Roberts versus Zalim Ahmedev, and yeah, this one I got wrong. Danny Roberts won, and it was KO punch, second round. Did not see this coming, was not expecting it. Yeah, I was stunned. Danny Roberts needed this win bad, and he got it, and it was impressive, and I can't wait to see more Danny Roberts. Hopefully he has some more great performances in store. Then in the light heavyweight division, we had Ed Herman versus Gadis Gemov, and Ed Herman won this unanimous decision and really did some good clinch striking here. This was a barn burner, heavy shots on both sides, and Ed Herman, though, obviously landed bigger, better shots, and I think his experience paid off. He's definitely a tough, durable veteran at middleweight or light heavyweight. Then in the welterweight division, we had Anthony Rocco Martin versus Zamazan Amiv, and this one, I believe I picked Anthony Rocco Martin, and he won unanimous decision. And this one, I believe I said unanimous decision as well. I picked a lot of decisions on my pre-fight. I would have to double check it, but yeah, Anthony Rocco Martin won unanimous decision. Mix things up, look great. Then in the light heavyweight division, we had Shami Gamzatov versus Klitzen Abreu, and this one, I believe, I picked Shamil, and the split decision, though, I was not expecting that. I was expecting, I believe I said unanimous decision on that one, but or either unanimous decision for Shamil or knockout in the second or third round. But anyways, I believe I went 4-2 on this main card, so not too shabby. And this card, you know, it had its moments, but you know, I was watching with some friends, and we all agreed too many decisions, which I did say on my pre-fight there'd be a lot of decisions, and then also some MMA news. So tomorrow's the big premiere of LFA on UFC Fight Pass. I can't wait. And for those of you that don't know, from what I understand is the LFA back catalog will now be available on UFC Fight Pass if it isn't already. I gotta double check my UFC Fight Pass account, but yeah, it's pretty exciting, and it's going to be a Texas card, I believe. So really good fun stuff on UFC Fight Pass. If you don't have it yet, definitely subscribe. It complements ESPN Plus very well, and if you're an MMA fan and you watch the UFC, then you really got to have both. So yeah, that's some big stories. And then also the talk of the Nick Diaz return. That's going to be exciting. And also we have some good exciting news. And stay tuned for my pre-fight for Jan Blachowicz versus Jacare Souza, and Jacare at 205. So I'll be doing a pre-fight show in that in the near future. And as always, until then, see ya.